And we are back. Alright, so what I want to do coming up with this 283 is something I did with the Budget 302, which I found kind of interesting. Well, anyway, what I want to find out is the cam specs on the stock camshaft. Not that they really matter that much, but I just find it kind of interesting knowing what the stock cam specs were on some of these engines. It could be interesting to see what the duration is on this and probably how low it actually is. And then the other thing I want to do is, measure the valve springs and stuff, because I find that kind of interesting as well. What I don't want to do right now, I want to find this out, but I don't want to take the engine all apart to do it. Because I may want to do some more running tests on this, and I'll need it together in order to do that. But what we can do is like what we did on the 302, and I just made this piece here, and that bolted onto the crankshaft. And then this red piece here comes off so that I can clock the two independently of one another, so that I can set where top dead center is with relation to a pointer. So what I thought we could do today, we're not going to get all the dimensions measured today. So in order to do that, we need to make one of these pieces here for this engine. And then maybe next week we can go through and get it all set up and take those measurements and just see what kind of camshaft this engine has. In order to make the 3D printed part, we'll have to model that first in the solid modeling software, which I've been using Fusion 360. In order to get that modeled up in Fusion, we need to take some measurements here. Anyway, let me get to work on measuring these things, get an idea about what I want to have there, and then we'll go inside and model this up. So this is the part that I came up with here, and unfortunately with this type of design here, it's going to mean I'm going to have to enable the supports on this, which makes the part take a little bit longer to make. This is Fusion 360, and if you're interested in learning about using this stuff, you can get a personal use version of this that's free. And then there's a lot of tutorial videos on YouTube about how to use it. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that if you're interested in learning about this type of thing, it's out there and there's a lot of support for it. I think that the cost of a 3D printer they're getting pretty affordable, I think. So if you're interested in doing this type of thing, it's not as hard to get into it as it might have been many years ago. So anyway, just wanted to mention that, and just have a look at this part before I send it to the slicer, and then send it to the printer. So I ran out and got some new fasteners to put on there. So one of the problems with this setup here is that, you remember before in the previous video, this crankshaft doesn't have a bolt in there, which is usually how I turn the crank over while I'm doing these things. But this engine here, the way I've been turning it over before is just with this. Now the question is this plastic part going to be strong enough so that when I go to turn it, it's going to turn the engine. So what I'm going to do, it may not be quite strong enough for that, but what I can do to make this easier on me is when we do the measurements for all this stuff, we can take the spark plugs out, and after that this engine ought to turn over pretty easy. Degree wheel here, and the way I did that was I made this piece a while ago, and I just made that the same size as the other one, and what it does is there's just some Allen keys there, and they just act as set screws. Alright, so that's on there, and let's look at the run chain on the inside. So, well, I don't know, we'll see. I'll have to come up with something to make that turn a little bit easier. But I guess that's about it. So anyway, I've basically got what I need to measure the duration and everything on this engine without having to take the whole engine apart. And I'll do it up there at the top of the pushrod probably. And that's probably what I'll do in the next video. So I guess that's all I got for you this week, and I'll see you next time.